There are places that even doctors and nurses dare not mention.
Room 203, where a mother still lulls her child to sleep though she's been dead for decades.
Detroit basement, where a burning stretcher still finds its way back to the morgue.
Do you dare listen until the very end? And the elevator that leads down to a floor that doesn't exist.
In the dim sanctuary of his apartment, Ethan Cole is surrounded by the tools and ghosts of his trade. The weary paranormal investigator sits amidst stacks of case files and equipment, a haunted look etched onto his face. His eyes, filled with a deep, unsettling knowledge, lock onto the camera, pulling the viewer into his world. The low light casts long shadows, accentuating the weight of his experiences and the burden of his past. A heavy silence hangs in the air, broken only by the unspoken dread that permeates the room. These are the hospitals I vowed never to return to, Ethan confesses, his voice a low, gravelly whisper. In the suffocating silence of an abandoned hospital hallway, Ethan and his team cautiously tread where shadows cling to mildewed walls. Ethan pauses before a sealed door, the weight of forgotten history palpable in the heavy air. This is room 203, maternity ward. It's been sealed for over 20 years. A chill sweeps through the hallway, carrying whispers of untold stories from within the maternity ward. An eerie lullaby echoes faintly, stirring unease among the team. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. With a splintering crash, the team storms into room 203, the doorframe erupting in a cloud of dust and shattered wood. Ethan's flashlight cuts through the gloom, revealing a scene of stark neglect. Stained walls and a rusty hospital bed dominate the oppressive space. The air hangs stagnant and heavy, thick with the weight of unseen horrors. Ethan's voice pierces the silence, a note of unease creeping in. There's an indentation on the mattress, as if someone was just sitting there. The EMF meter suddenly screams to life, its frantic beeping a stark warning. A palpable chill descends, the temperature plummeting as an unseen presence makes itself known. The piercing cry of a newborn shatters the silence, echoing through room 203. Ethan whirls around, his eyes widening at the surreal scene before him. A woman with long hair, clad in a white gown, sits on the edge of the bed, her pregnant form unmistakable. Her face is a blur, indistinct, yet her eyes burn with unnerving clarity, black sunken pools in the dim light. She cradles empty arms, rocking gently back and forth, as if soothing a child that isn't there. Ethan gasps, clutching his throat as an invisible force chokes the air from his lungs. Reeks of dampness and rusted metal. Ethan and his colleague tread carefully through the darkness, their breaths misting in the frigid air. Ethan sets up an infrared camera, its lens glinting in the dim light, ready to capture the unseen. It happened at 2 a.m., Ethan states, his voice echoing eerily in the desolate space. The clock strikes 2 a.m., and a piercing screech shatters the stillness of the hospital basement. From the depths of a storage room, a gurney emerges, rolling ominously into the dim light. Scorched black marks mar the gurney's surface, a testament to unimaginable heat. The air hangs heavy, with the acrid stench of burnt flesh, an invisible horror permeating the scene. The gurney rolls forward, an unsettling enigma in the silent, haunted space. Flickering light struggles to penetrate the gloom of the
You found this video helpful or interesting. Don't hesitate to give me a like, so I know I'm on the right
casting
track.
long shadows on cold, concrete walls. The heavy air is thick with the cloying sense of antiseptic and decay, a grim reminder of unseen suffering. A gurney sits motionless, half hidden in shadow, a silent sentinel of forgotten tragedies. A desperate plea echoes through the stillness. Help me, please. I'm still burning. Ethan and his colleague bear witness in silence, the weight of their grim task pressing down on them. In the stark hospital basement, a touch turns to terror as Ethan's colleague screams, his skin blistering. Ethan's quick reaction saves him from further agony, pulling him away from the cursed gurney. The gurney, now freed, begins to roll ominously, picking up speed with a sinister purpose. Its trajectory is set, a chilling path, directly towards the moor. Each rotation of the wheels echoes like a death knell, intensifying the dread. The basement air grows heavy with unspoken fear as the gurney hurtles towards its grim destination. The steel morgue door creaks open, unbidden, revealing the frigid, sterile interior. Ethan steps into the room, his breath clouding in the biting air as he raises the camera. The lens focuses on a gurney where a charred body lies, a grotesque silhouette against the stainless steel. The charred remains lie still, a stark testament to unimaginable agony. Milky white eyes stare blankly upwards, seeming to pierce directly into the camera's lens. A silent scream frozen in death. The acrid smell of burnt flesh intensifies, a suffocating blanket in the confined space, clinging to the back of the throat. In a frantic race against time, Ethan and his colleagues sprint down the sterile hospital hallway. The distant rumble of gurneys grows into a deafening crescendo, signaling an approaching crisis. The piercing screech of wheels against the linoleum floor echoes, amplifying the urgency. Screech, screech, screech. The sound reverberates against the walls, each squeal a stark reminder of the unfolding emergency. Their faces are etched with determination as they push forward, the chaotic symphony of the hospital urging them onward. The hallway blurs into a tunnel of white, the only focus the need to reach their destination before it's too late. In the dim light of his apartment, Ethan gently holds his colleague's hand, the livid burn scar a stark testament to unseen horrors. The twisted flesh seems to whisper tales of agony and despair. Ethan's eyes darken with remembered dread. His voice, barely a murmur, fills the room with chilling resonance. He quit that day, Ethan says, his words hanging heavy in the air. But I still hear that whispered, "Help me," he confesses, haunted by the silent scream etched in skin. In the heart of an abandoned asylum, Ethan stands silhouetted against the faint moonlight, dust motes swirling around him like lost souls. He faces elevator number 4, its rusted doors ajar, hinting at unseen depths. A chilling whisper escapes his lips, breaking the silence of the forsaken place. "They say this elevator can take you to the -2 level," he says, his voice echoing in the empty space. His gaze intensifies, a mixture of fear and morbid curiosity in his eyes as he adds, "A level that doesn't exist." Inside the elevator, Ethan's finger hovers over the button, sealing their fate. A violent tremor seizes the elevator, metal groaning under immense strain. The lights flicker wildly, casting erratic shadows as the elevator begins its terrifying plunge. The number panel descends rapidly, a blur of falling digits marking their desperate descent. Each floor number flashes like a grim countdown as the elevator plummets into the abyss. The elevator door grinds open, revealing a hallway swallowed by darkness. Its depths, seemingly infinite, flickering fluorescent lights cast eerie, dancing shadows that writhe along the walls. An icy chill permeates the air, heavy with the sense of disinfectant and decay, creating a sense of unease. Underfoot, the floor is disturbingly wet and sticky, hinting at the grim reality of drying blood. The oppressive atmosphere of the hallway speaks of neglect, and unseen horrors. Twisted into a horrifying parody of humanity. Her eyes are milky white, vacant pools that reflect nothing but an empty void. A gaping wound tears through her face, serving as a grotesque, silent scream. She reaches out a hand slick with blood, each movement deliberate and dreadful. Crimson droplets splatter onto the cold floor, each one a stark echo in the suffocating silence. Inside the cramped elevator, Ethan's whispered prayer hangs in the tense air as sweat beads on his brow. "Please, please, please," he mutters, his voice barely audible over the hum of the machinery. The harsh fluorescent light flickers back to life, its sudden glare unsettling in the confined space. With a metallic clang, the elevator door grinds shut, sealing Ethan in. The car begins to ascend with alarming swiftness, each floor a step further into the unknown. The elevator doors slide open, revealing the nondescript first floor. A wave of dizziness washes over me as I step out, the sterile air doing little to steady my resolve. My legs threaten to buckle as I fight to maintain my composure, each breath a struggle against the encroaching darkness. Barely making it out of the elevator, I stumble, the cold reality of the situation threatening to overwhelm me. In the dimness of his apartment, Ethan's eyes reflect a haunting emptiness as he stares blankly into the void. The silence in the room amplifies the weight of unspoken truths, pressing down on him. A confession hangs heavy in the air, each word measured and deliberate. "I deleted the footage," he says, his voice barely a whisper in the suffocating stillness. He continues, the revelation cutting through the silence. Because there was one detail I hadn't noticed at the time. Inside the elevator, time seems to warp as quick, disjointed flashes reveal the cramped space. Unseen, a long-haired girl stands silently behind Ethan, her presence a haunting mystery. The elevator's sterile confines amplify the unseen tension, a silent drama unfolding. Each flash heightens the sense of unease, the long-haired girl's hidden stance a chilling secret. In the dim light of his apartment, Ethan stands alone, shadows stretching around him like grasping hands. His eyes squeeze shut, a tremor shaking his frame as he confronts unseen horrors. Ragged breaths cut through the heavy silence, each one a testament to his lingering fear. "Since that day, I never take an elevator alone after midnight," he murmurs, the words hanging in the air, heavy with unspoken dread. Ethan's haunted gaze pierces through the darkness, his face a canvas of deep-seated dread. Shadows cling to him, amplifying the gravity etched in his eyes. His voice, a low tremor, breaks the silence as he stares into the abyss. "These hospitals, they're not just places of healing," he whispers, his words heavy with unspoken horrors. "They're places where pain lingers, where the veil between worlds is thin," Ethan concludes, his expression frozen in fear. The scene fades into darkness, enveloping Ethan's apartment in an unsettling silence. A faint, haunting lullaby drifts through the air, its melody tinged with sorrow and unease. The piercing screech of a gurney's wheels against the floor shatters the fragile calm, hinting at a past trauma. A rhythmic clack, clack echoes in the darkness, the sounds strangely childlike, yet deeply unsettling. The sounds layer upon each other, creating a symphony of dread that fills the empty apartment. Each echo resonates with unseen memories, painting a vivid picture of Ethan's troubled past.
Thank you for watching the video. Please give me a like and subscribe to the channel to watch the next interesting videos.